Welcome to my channel, where we share all the creepiest pastas the internet has to offer. Some of these stories are so scary that they'll leave you up all night, and others are just downright creepy. But no matter what they are, all of these stories have one thing in common. They will give you goosebumps. So turn off the lights, lock your doors, and get ready to say a prayer, because you won't want to be alone after hearing these scary stories. In today's story, an old man warns people not to enter the cemetery at night. Let's begin. The Cemetery Gatekeeper. I'm working on my novel and need some inspiration. Nothing like visiting a cemetery on a foggy day. I drive through this small town every once in a while, and there's always this old cemetery on the outskirts. I stopped on a whim to walk around and see if the fog was as thick as I remembered it. And it was. There were two gates. The first had a sign that read, "Beware. Trespassers will be shot on sight." That was followed by what seemed like a century of bird droppings. And then there was this little shack with an old guy sitting in front of it, who also seemed to have a century of bird droppings on him. He sat there staring at me. It was genuinely unnerving. So I walked through the gate and into the cemetery. There were rows upon rows of moss-covered tombstones and headstones, which was really cool. Then I started to notice some strange things. First, there were no other cars in the parking lot. Where did the old man go? Did he come back and shoot me yet? Second, it was freezing cold, but I could see my breath and feel the warmth radiating from the old shack. And third, the fog was getting thicker. I was about to turn back when I saw a young couple sneaking through the fence. I guess I wasn't the only one with writer's block. As I got closer to them, I could hear their conversation. SHH, I don't think anyone's around. Hurry up, but I'm scared. What if we get caught? Don't be such a baby. No one's here. Come on. Well, I couldn't help but eavesdrop on them. And as I rounded the corner of the building, they disappeared. Suddenly, I heard footsteps behind me. Someone or something was coming down the path toward me. My heart began to race. Who or what was out there? I turned and started walking faster. I needed to find the car and get away from this place before it got dark. The footsteps were getting closer. I quickened my pace. The footsteps quickened their pace. As I approached the gate, I could feel its evil presence watching me, waiting for me to pass so it could trap me inside with it forever. Just then, I saw a car approaching in the distance. Thank God someone was coming. I waved frantically, screaming, "Help me, please." The driver slammed on his brakes and jumped out. "Are you okay? Do you need help?" I didn't respond. I couldn't respond. I was too busy staring at the old man in the driver's seat. He was covered in bird droppings. He asked again, "Do you need help?" This time I responded, "No, it's fine, thanks." The old man looked at me for a moment and then said, "You should get out of here. It's not safe." Before I could respond, he rolled up his window and drove off. I stood there watching him go as the fog descended on the cemetery. Suddenly, it was pitch black. Now I was truly scared. I stumbled back toward the second gate, trying to retrace my steps. All I could see was the faint glow of the road behind me. Up ahead, I thought I heard voices. "Did you see that? Yeah, he looks lost. Wonder what he's doing here. Probably just trying to sneak a peek at Mary's grave. That's actually not allowed, you know." "Oh, shut up, will you? You know as well as I do that nobody ever comes out here. It's practically trespassing at this point." These voices sounded exactly like the couple I'd seen earlier. Were they still out here? Had they called the cops? The glow from the road was getting closer. Then I saw headlights. Thank God. I started running, stumbling over tombstones and fallen branches. The beam of light grew brighter and then suddenly stopped. A voice yelled, "Hey, stop right there." I froze. Should I keep going? Would they hurt me? What did they want? Another voice chimed in. "Come on, Gary. Let's just let him go." I heard footsteps approaching. Then a figure stepped into view. "Who are you?" I asked. "Why are you here?" The flashlight moved up and down my body. What are you doing in the cemetery at night? Then everything went black. Okay, everyone. Now it's time for you to tell me your thoughts about this creepypasta. How would you react if you found yourself in this situation? Let me know in the comments below. And if you like this video, make sure to subscribe so you never miss an upload. Also, remember to check back often because we upload multiple times per week. And with that being said, it's time to move on to our next Reddit post. Old wooden door in abandoned house. This happened many years ago when I was looking around an old abandoned house with a friend of mine. We were exploring the attic when we found this old wooden door in one of the rooms. My friend and I looked at each other, unsure of what to do. The door looked so old that the wood was worn away in places, and you could see the nails holding it together. My curiosity got the best of me, and I decided to open the door. The moment I touched it, though, I felt a sudden chill run down my spine. As soon as I pushed the door open, a loud bang echoed through the attic. My friend and I screamed and ran out of the room. We didn't stop running until we were safely outside the house. We never went back to that attic, nor did we ever find out what was behind that door. Now it's time for our last Reddit post. Secret room in haunted house. I work with a paranormal investigation team in the Northeast United States. On one of our investigations, we were in a bedroom in a house that is known to be haunted. We set up a camera in the room and waited in the next room for something to happen on camera. After a while, one of the investigators noticed that the door to the closet was opening on its own. We checked the closet and found nothing. After a few more minutes, the door opened again, revealing a small, dark space behind it. We used our thermal camera and found that the temperature in the closet was much colder than the surrounding area. As we continued to investigate, we heard strange noises coming from behind the closet. We decided to take a closer look and discovered a secret passage behind the closet. The passage led us to a small room that was filled with strange symbols and writings. We took photos and videos of everything we found and then left the house. Later, when we reviewed the footage, we saw a dark figure standing in the doorway of the secret room. The figure seemed to be watching us as we investigated the closet. We also heard strange whispers and voices coming from the room. To this day, we don't know what we found in that house, but we believe it may have been the entrance to another dimension. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, then please like and subscribe. And if you want to learn more about these creepypastas, then click here to see more like it. Until next time, happy haunting.